Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Vikkstar, and before you're all like, wait a second, this isn't FaZe Mala, what have you done with Mala? Well, basically, I'm a commentator. He's not exactly a commentator guy, and this video is pretty long, so it was like, you know what, I'll get Vic in here to talk random stuff for the whole duration of this video. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just going to be adding, hopefully, an interesting overlay over the top of this epic gameplay. Sniping on Nuketown is a fairly brave thing to do, but he just makes it look easy with this PSG-1. Just locking down those spawns from A to C, A to C, A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we've got some pretty nice gameplay going on in the background. Always is nice to see sniping on Nuketown. Now, where it is a small map, you'll find that actually you can usually do quite well, as you saw there. You just duck behind the door, and in small maps, if you're sniping and you're just in and out of cover, you'll usually be fine. And I love the way she's constantly double Ying. It's something I get into the habit of doing as well. Oh, NoobTube there, gotta hate that. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to be talking about in this video, but I've got a while to air my thoughts, and I'm going to pause this video, think of a random topic, and then continue with the video. Okay guys, I've randomly selected a topic to talk about. You know, I could talk about the gameplay and what's going on and what you're seeing, but it's on screen right in front of you. You guys can see that, what's going on with that, and watch that and enjoy that. So I'm going to go off on my topic, and this is something that's been something to do with me recently, and I'm going to be talking about lucid dreaming. So what this is the ability to be able to control what happens in your dream. If you like, be conscious and aware during your dream, manipulate it in whatever way you want, and then wake up remembering all the cool stuff that you've done. And this isn't something that's easy to do. It's something that all small children actually do, as it turns out. And you can train yourself into doing this. Now, warnings are that, you know, sometimes it can mess you up a little bit in the head. You can get sleep paralysis, which is where you wake up before your body wakes up and you can't move. That can be quite scary. Apparently, I've never had this, although I have lucid dreamed twice now, and I'll go on to talk about those. But it's something that I've always found really interesting, that you can basically train yourself to become aware within your dream, and within your dream realize it's a dream, and it's at that point then you start realizing you can do stuff and you can wake yourself up in your own time. So basically, you need to be able to understand your dreams and work out when you're dreaming. So one of the most common ways to do this is to, when you wake up in the morning, try and remember without, when you wake up, you can remember, you know, your dream quite a way back, if you've been dreaming, obviously. So the second you start to use your muscles, you'll start forgetting the dream. So generally, as soon as you wake up, just lie flat, don't move, just remember what happened in your dream, just go through it, you know, go back through it, and start to remember what it was like. Imagine your, remember your dreamscape, maybe even write this down or something, to become familiar with your dreams. And another thing you can do is do what they call reality checks during the day. And these might be things like looking at your hands, counting the number of fingers on your hand, because in a dream often you'll have a different amount. And if you get into the habit of doing reality checks, then naturally in your dream you'll carry out a reality check, and there we go, you'll realise you're conscious, you'll be able to do whatever you want, manipulate the dream how you want, and wake up whenever you want. Now obviously this is a crazy skill, and it takes a lot to build up properly. I, you know, found out about it a month ago and only actually managed to do it a couple of nights ago. And I just had a dream I controlled. It was actually early in the morning. I woke up, remembered the dream I'd been in, then fell back asleep and went back into the same dream, but I could control it. It's a little bit interesting. I mean, you can read up loads of stuff on this. I just find it really fascinating and interesting. Thought I would share it with you guys. It's just a random thing for me to bring up. So that's how lucid dreaming works. And other reality checks are things like looking in mirrors. You know, I set my phone lock screen, the background, as just the text check reality, and that, you know, just went through my head. It's something I do a lot, just check my phone, and then it was reminding me to check reality, things like that. If it's something you're interested in, obviously, I thought it was pretty awesome when I managed to do it. I'm not advising that all of you go out and try it, and I'm not saying it's at all easy. You know, I kind of tried it for all the methods for about 2 weeks, then kind of forgot about it, but 2 weeks later I managed to do it, and now I'm like, right, I want to do that again. So I've been looking up a lot of stuff to do with that. And just while we're on the topic of lucid dreams, I was watching something about why we dream the other day, and no one actually knows, but a theory that I found really interesting was that basically it can help you prepare for situations that you might occur when you're awake, you know, crazy situations, that's part of it, and to, you know, a lot of what you see in dreams is familiar stuff to, similar stuff to what you've seen during the day, and basically that's your body re-simulating things that have gone on during the day, and it helps you remember things. So actually, I'll find that when I've done some revision, you know, been really late at night and I've been tired and I've gone to sleep and not got enough sleep, I'll have forgotten most of the revision I've done, which is just an interesting little exams tip there that I found out a couple of days ago. And I'm like, right, okay, when I'm doing my exam revision, I'm definitely going to be sleeping more. So there's all these kind of things thrown in, tied in with dreaming, which I thought I'd just throw out in a commentary with you guys over this pretty awesome Black Ops sniping gameplay. Just a little bit different, and I'm over on Mala's channel, which isn't somewhere I'd usually be. Obviously, he just reached out to me on Twitter and said, would you be interested in commentating this gameplay? And I was like, yeah. So I'll tell you guys a bit about myself before this video. And so I'm a gaming commentator. I do more kind of gameplay stuff, although I do kill cam episodes, that kind of stuff. I do a Modern Warfare 3 myth busting series, and I produce live DayZ and Minecraft videos on my other channel. So if you're interested in checking any of that stuff out, obviously, well, you can find my channel, just Vikkstar123, for anyone interested. And often you'll find me talking about random topics like this, you know, the abstract things outside the box. Basically, a lot of the time I try and make people think about things that they might not usually think about. Just, you know, sometimes a lot of kind of science-based stuff, which I find interesting, and other people seem to. One thing that was a thought that I'm going to quickly share before this ends is somebody said you shouldn't lucid dream, you know, it's messed up. But I was thinking, at the end of the day, nobody really knows whether being aware in your dream, maybe that's the actual reality, and maybe what we're in now is, in a sense, a dream. That's just, you know, a little crazy thought, just to flip it the other way. What if when we're in our dreams, that is the actual reality, and this is just some crazy simulation? You know, what if you're in a dream now? That kind of thing. Inception, oh my god, dreaming a dream. But I thought I would just throw that out there, just as another random thought to try and make you guys think. So the gameplay's wrapping up towards now, just got a couple more kills to be made. Pretty awesome gameplay, actually, if I do have to say so myself. You know, there's no way I could snipe like that. I'm not exactly a sniper guy. The PSG-1 though is a fun sniper to use on Black Ops, so always worth doing. And that is just about it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed my random rambling on over this awesome gameplay. Like I say, if you have, be sure to hit the like button and all that great stuff. But I guess for now I will be leaving, and you never know, maybe I'll be back here chatting to you guys sometime again in the future. But if not, it's been cool, and I'm just going to wait for this gameplay to end right about now and say my goodbye. Goodbye.